Hi Aries, welcome to your tarot reading. I'm going to do a love reading for you today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. So we're going to tap into their feelings, what they're thinking, and what they're not telling you. I just kind of want to poke around and see what's going on with your person. So be sure and like and subscribe for me. A lot of people that watch don't subscribe, and it really helps my channel. And leave me a comment if this resonates, or let me know what's going on with you guys. I like to hear from you. So let's get into this. We can get into Oracle as well. I just kind of want to pull some tarot and see what is going on. So their feelings, we have the King of Wands. What they're thinking, we have the Page of Wands. What they're not telling you, Wheel of Fortune. Their intentions, Five of Wands. And overall outcome, Six of Swords. So on the bottom, we have the Hermit. So I feel like there's a lot of soul searching right now, a lot of introspection. With the Hermit, it's about going within to find answers, soul searching. So one or both of you could be in hermit mode right now, just kind of trying to figure things out. Maybe there's something going on with the connection or, in their work, and they're just kind of pulled back right now in solitude. So in their feelings, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is very charismatic. He's very optimistic. You could be dealing with a fire sign like you. This could be another Aries, Leo, Sag. But this is just very like big picture thinking. The King of Wands is very entrepreneurial. So they could be very focused on building a business or building their work. Or this could just be them kind of standing in this leadership type of energy. And what they're thinking is the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is about being optimistic, being curious. So I feel like they're very optimistic and very curious about this. And, maybe they want to kind of get to know you a little bit better when you're like very, and the wands are about passion. So it's fire energy. I feel like they're kind of, very optimistic, very passionate, very enthusiastic. And then what they're not telling you is Wheel of Fortune. This is like a divine timing. It's ending cycles, and it is all about like divine timing. So I feel like maybe this is all going to be all about timing. What they're not telling you will come out in time. Wheel of Fortune is also like it's kind of like a victory. It's about cycles, like going through cycles. So that could be why they're kind of pulled back. They're going through a cycle right now of like introspection and trying to figure things out. So their actions or intentions is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands it can be about competition and challenges, but this is also about like overcoming obstacles. So I feel like that could be maybe they're, just like mentally going through some obstacles right now, trying to work through things in their life. But the outcome here is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is a moving on or a transition. So they could be transitioning into, their business. They could be transitioning into a different thought pattern. So the swords are all about, it's air energy. It's all about your thoughts. And I feel like they're very in their head, again, with the introspection. And they could be moving on from a situation. This could be like literally moving on. So this person is on this boat. They are moving. So they could be moving on from a situation, or they could be moving on from a mindset, because again, this is about their thoughts and their mind. So clarify their feelings, Spirit. This King of Wands, clarify King of Wands. So we have the Two of Swords, which is, it's about not seeing something. Two of Swords is about like making a decision. So I feel like they are trying to take leadership and make a decision here after doing some introspection. And I'm not sure what that decision is. That could be a decision towards you, or a decision like with their business. Clarify what they're thinking, this Page of Wands. Clarify Page of Wands. King of Cups. Yeah, so they're very curious and very enthusiastic. And then the King of Cups is like an emotional. He is the emotional king. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like this is just like their energy that they're sitting in. What they're thinking about is like emotional balance. I feel like they're trying to get emotionally balanced and come at you from maybe more of an emotionally controlled type of way, because we do see a couple of wands here, which is more about passion. So maybe they're just trying to control their emotions when they come at this. Let's see what they're not telling you. Clarify this Wheel of Fortune, Spirit. Yeah, so they do want a new stable beginning here. So Ace of Pentacles, new stable beginning. They're just trying to kind of figure things out right now. And, you know, with that Wheel of Fortune, again, with the timing, I feel like maybe they're just waiting on the right timing here because they are going through some type of transition, some kind of introspection. So clarify this Five of Wands, please, Spirit. Death card. Yeah, overcoming obstacles. So they're ending something. Again, death is about beginnings, endings, and it's about transitions. So they're definitely going through some type of ending and transitioning. That could be an ending in another relationship. It could be an ending in a mindset or in their business. So clarify the Six of Swords here, the outcome, Spirit. Clarify Six of Swords. So they're moving on from a mindset, this kind of feeling left out in the cold, this lack mindset that they were going through. I definitely feel like they are moving on from that lack mindset here. And again, with the transitioning. So they're coming out of some kind of negative thought pattern, limiting beliefs type of energy. But they're definitely moving into, you know, a better transition here. A lot of introspection on their part. So I'm not sure what they're going through. Okay, so we have unrequited love. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So they could be transitioning out of another relationship, or, you know, they could have been in another relationship and now they're transitioning because it didn't work out. You deserve love. You are lovable. So that could be, you know, again, that lack mindset. That could have had them in a mindset of not feeling loved. So tell me about the Watcher, Spirit. Tell me about this relationship. Okay. In lust or love, lustful desires will burn out quickly, while love will endure the test of time. And then we have chemistry. There's a very strong energy that draws you towards one another. Interesting. So that could be why they're very curious and optimistic. This could be like a newer connection between the two of you, especially with that Page of Wands. That's like a newer energy. So this could be somebody that you haven't been in a romantic relationship with before, or this could just be somebody you know, that's going through some type of transition in their life. Maybe you guys are together, but they're going through some type of transition here in their life. And they're just trying to, you know, remain emotionally balanced. They're trying to stay in that King of Wands energy, which is like a leader and charismatic. You know, they're coming off very, you know, optimistic, like good attitude, just trying to be the leader that they want to be here. So let's see. What else can you tell us about this connection, Spirit? They could have suffered some kind of financial loss with that Five of Pentacles there. You know, this could be about their business, or, you know, if this is somebody that went through a divorce. Again, we have chemistry and passion. So lots of chemistry here between the two of you. And that could be why, you know, they're very curious about you, because there is a lot of chemistry and they want to explore that more. I just feel like they're going through something right now in their life. And it doesn't mean that you guys won't be together, because there's definitely, you know, we got two cards of chemistry and passion here. So I feel like they're just internally going through something right now. Maybe you guys aren't talking, or maybe you're just trying to figure out, do they really like you? What's going on with them? And then we had the feminine card. I think this is, so the feminine card to me kind of reminds me of the Empress energy. When you sit in your Empress energy, you allow things to come to you. And this doesn't have to be male or female. It's just energy. So when you sit in your feminine, that Empress energy, you're allowing things to come to you. So if this person's going through a tough cycle and they're doing all this introspection and they're trying to transition into something else here, then I feel like you kind of just need to sit back in your feminine energy and let them go through this cycle that they're completing, and then kind of let them come to you. So what are their next actions towards the Watcher Spirit? What are their next actions towards the collective? So we have Three of Swords. So they are healing. They're going through something right now. They're healing their heart. And they may tell you about this, but yeah, they're definitely doing some kind of healing, some type of heartbreak. They could have ended another relationship, and they're kind of transitioning right now into a different type of life. But there is lots of chemistry and lots of passion here. So just sit in that feminine energy and see if, let's see, their next actions towards the collective. Justice, which is about balance. So things are going to balance out for them. I feel like it's just going to be, with that Wheel of Fortune, that timing card, things are going to balance out for them. And then, you guys will be able to start something from there. But there is lots of chemistry here. So if this is something that you do want, I feel like it would be a very passionate and lots of chemistry. I feel like they are very attracted to you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.